Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome chat. How's it going? Welcome guys. Hi. How's it going chat? How are you today? Hope you have a beautiful time. Morning everyone. Good evening and good afternoon. We are live, sharing this with all our community members pretty much everywhere. Let's go guys. We are live. In all the trading groups and all the prop firms everywhere you are, feel free to notify your people. We're having a great business today. Hello, hello, hello. And we're looking forward proceeding with our trades. Make sure to like the video everyone so we pick up the numbers straight from the first minutes and get into the subject. So let me get ready so we have a 25,000 instant funded top 1 futures account today. Top 1 futures right there. Manufacturing PMI and services PMI, we have them today at 9:45 a.m.
Order filled. Order filled.
Back into my long position. Looking for seeing a movement above 43. Good morning, welcome everyone. Trading my 7 copy traded Simpro accounts that are doing quite nicely so far. We are quite a few days from the payout.
Order filled.
Welcome guys. Good morning everyone. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Welcome chat. Pretty close to the target. 842 on my target. 3 points needed. And we get to my 1,100, which is all I need. Nothing more than that. Hey Lorenzo, look at that. Stop loss on my entry. That was very close to be touched. Look at that. That was very, very close to be touched, guys. We were 2 ticks away from the target. Come on. Hey, Enzo.
Order filled.
And here we are. Here we are. And the target has been touched, guys. Beautiful. You know what's next? Fireworks. That's the way to start off the week. Target has been achieved on all the 7 accounts. We got to $157,000 on the Simpro accounts. And that's just beautiful, guys. Oh, what a great start off. Let's go. Yep. All the great times, Enzo. Wish you having a great time as well. Wish you had a pleasurable moment. Great start off out here. Looking for seeing some better numbers, but this is the maximum, of course. Because of the equity stability score, I'm not really allowed to make more. I mean, I am allowed, but certainly I will have to increase the bar with a total profit needed afterwards too much. So it's better to keep things under control with the manageable numbers. 157 to 35. We're 2 or 3 days away from the payout, and we're trading 7 accounts. All the 7 are the same situation. Let me share with you the performance stats. At the same time, look at the distance to maximum loss limit is slightly above $6,000, and this is an intraday account. So the performance stats are looking like this. Here we are. Pretty good looking numbers, right? We've got 9 days of trading, so 8 out of 9 are profitable. And we've been managing to hold on to the losses at 1,600, which is something I'm going to respect with this accounts at 1,600. Not going to cross that. Good morning, Master Trader. Welcome, guys. Hey, Nick Patel, 7 Money Bag, all those guys having a great time. Thank you, guys. So this is where we are. I'm going to respect the maximum loss at 1,600, just like respecting the maximum target at 1,100. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's happening on the technicals? Well, we got a daily VWAP helping us, supporting us basically. We have a positive reaction coming around 800s and even slightly below that. Basically, the liquidity has been swept. Of course, with the things that happened during the weekend, we've opened with a massive gap, but the whole gap has been filled up, and we quickly recovered 300 points. We've actually wicked down into 566 today, and from 566 we managed to get into 944. That's almost 400 points that we have increased today, guys. This is the way Nasdaq looks like. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, guys. Hope you had an amazing weekend. It has been fine on my side. Everything's been great as expected. Relaxing and enjoying time as usually. Through all sorts of ways. What's happening in the BTC? Well, it dumped with the markets and then it's trying to survive above $100,000 levels. Gold is a pump and dump momentum out here. We did had a daily opening on 3,400s, but then simply as the stock market started to recover, gold is having a difficult moment. Morning guys, morning everyone. Beautiful 1,092 bucks made across 7 accounts. I just closed my trade earlier. Make sure, guys, to like the video. Come on, guys, let's go ahead and like the video. Make sure we're subscribed. The giveaway is going to be on the stream. Right, we're gonna pin the message right there. We're gonna have that message pinned. This is an interesting spot here for me to test out along.
Order filled.
Certainly on the price section. Not much, just about 2 minis. There is this gap here between the current price section and the resistance trending line price section location. Trading my Ticktick trader and Tap 1 futures. Hello, Anton. Hi. We got early $1,000 made on the Tap 1 futures, Simpro, copy traded, 7 accounts. We have done with this ones within the first couple of minutes. The first trade, first success. That's the way to go. Henry, it's totally gone. I don't know if you're joking. Probably yes. Yeah, we had a great start. Thank you, Slayer. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Make sure to join our Discord community, guys. Let me share with you. Here's our Discord community. Should be better right now with the audio. You wanna raise your volume, hike your volume, like the rates are gonna be hiked up. Probably the rates are gonna be hiked up. Not an easy job right there with the economy. Is it lower on the microphone? Let me quickly verify that. Let me quickly verify this. Give me a moment. Have to change, maybe even more. Maybe now it's getting stronger. Possibly now. Possibly now. Let me adjust that a little more. A little more. So how about now? Could be better right now. Maybe now. Here we go, right? Much better. Alright, guys. What's happening with the trade? Are we breaking above? Great job. Thank you, guys. Come on, cheers, everyone. We're having a great time. Putting the stop loss on my entry. There's no reason to risk anything in this trade, especially with a chance of getting into the gap here that I'm expecting, right? Price action and the trending line. Rejection should come in a little higher than what we're trading now. A little higher. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. Expect tons of volatility, which is no surprise. But the markets have not tanked like a lot of the people expected, especially during the weekends, expecting that Monday the markets will completely sink. It's not the case, right? The amount of recovery we had in Nasdaq over the last couple of hours is just not only strange, but also shows that the market is not fearing what's happening right now on the US level. It's confusing because could be a lot of propaganda and just buzz, right? So the markets are probably knowing a lot more than what the propaganda and the media speaks out, which is why it's kind of difficult. Definitely we don't have an outcome that is naturally expected. Usually the market is fearing such situations and it's dumping, right? It's on the sell-off. And we have exactly the opposite. If it closes green today, it's basically the first day after the things that have happened on the markets. You're closing out green. That's a major sign we're going to get stopped out here. Unless I'm extremely lucky, right? I don't think I'm lucky here. Look at this. It's just,
order filled.
Yeah, we got stopped out on my entry, and then the market turns nicely on the other side. So it's a massively unexpected recovery we have today in the markets. I'd like to see how this is going to translate into the openings. Weird situation, really weird. Clear that it's one thing, it's 100% here that the market is not fearing what's happening there. Certainly not. And if we look into the oil, we get into the 1 hour candlesticks. Daily opening for oil is on 78 right there, and it just dumped, right? Which is again totally in the opposite way than how someone could expect it. To what extent you're doing basically the opposite in such circumstances as the political side today. And then on the other side, Nasdaq is probably going to go for the breakout here. And then if it goes for the breakout here, Nasdaq is going to hunt the all-time high. Right, so this is the trending line that we have here for the Nasdaq. It just came down to wipe me out. It's totally off, right? Totally off the logic. During such moments, there is a lot of activity in the markets from the retail that's based on panic. Certainly. So the daily opening on 648, daily lows around 566. We're trading 300 points high right now. We've been 400 points higher. There's tons of people that got rid of their positions right there. Especially after the opening, we went down. People trading on spot. People shorting there. Yeah, we're basically constructing right now in a realistic, healthy way for the breakout on the upside. So think about it after what happened during the weekend. After all the tensions and difficulties. And on top of that, it is also the risk of the upcoming movements, of the upcoming difficult situations. That would have been a very good situation for me to be in that trade, right? But we've been stopped out exactly on break even. Well, it depends basically on the people you're asking. It's never a general opinion on other than, the media, which is having different general opinions always. It's one side or the other. But other than that, no, it's not any problem with a question. Other than that, people are having diversified opinions. So that's basically the general sentiment of being pretty diversified here on the opinions. Some it's considering it's justified, others do not consider it's justified. It's, like anything. It's the same thing over here as well. I don't think there is a majority on one side or the other. I did not measure it, I have not seen statistics. But the sentiment is pretty much spread between the two options of agreeing and disagreeing, right? This is how it is. The 1 hour looks beautiful here. High time frames even better, guys. This is going for the breakout. This is beautiful. Let's get back to the 5 minute. 200 EMA nicely delivering right there. Let me set up my trending line here. This would be the one. It's kind of the same pretty much everywhere. It's the same with Ukraine and Russia. It's the same with all the other conflicts. Yep. The political game is dirty, guys, so that's one thing that we all know. It's kind of 100%, right? They never ever care about the real people. They care about their other intentions out there, so most of the time with this kind of situation, not the human is the purpose, but other things are the purposes. Human is, you know, an incentive to achieve something through, right? So it's just like a temporary objective. The final objective or objectives are different things, usually the material things, right? So then they use the humans to achieve those material things, and that's definitely not acceptable. Pushing back to the level that we would like to see challenged. The question is, do I short this level here? Now, as a concept, then let's talk about trading. Shorting against the movement that is having momentum to the upside, you're pretty much shorting against the temporary trend, and you are pretty much expecting for your temporary trend to pause and get the reversal in domination. So as a trading concept, that might not be the best idea, right? Because we used to say trend is your friend, go with a trend. What do you do when your trend is facing a resistance? Do you automatically short without seeing without seeing any proof of domination or bear's appearance? You're pretty much shorting based on an expectation that they will appear here, or you just want to see that there is a form of rejection first and then you step in, which is how we should trade as retail traders from my perspective. We shouldn't be the ones that are reacting first. We should let the markets react, and then we proceed with a counter reaction to that, because we need to see the informations first, right? So we shouldn't trade based on expectations and hopes when we have the opportunity to trade on the reality which is visible. And this is a concept that I've been thinking about and working on it. So I could leave the markets here first to show a rejection, or I could simply, as soon as the market is going to that price on the 80s, for example, or 82, or 83, or 84, 85, I could already open up my short and then hope that shorts will step in and deliver. This is the contradictory situation that we have in trading. We get into the 15-minute candlesticks. Chart's looking nice as well over here. Really good. 944, 940, 950s actually is going to be a difficult job. 950s. Right, we're going to set this one. 950s are going to be a hell of a job. If we get out of the 950s, we have a horizontal supply. But at the same time, around 950s, we're going to have the downtrending resistance. It's going to easily send us above 22,000s with momentum. It's not the same you're just sweeping above 22 and trying to survive, but then quickly collapsing compared to the situation when you get into the 22,000s with momentum. Definitely not the same. Giveaway is going to be after the New York opening. Right, so this is around 45 minutes. Make sure to like the video, stick with us. Let me see if I drop you the Discord. Once again, make sure to join my Discord, guys. Streaming from Monday to Friday. $25,000 instant funded giveaway today for the top 1 futures, where we have performed within the first minutes of the stream, hitting the target of the copy traded accounts. Back into the 5-minute candlestick perspective.
Order filled. Order filled.
I still think this is going a little bit higher, so I'm gonna get into my long here, but I'm not gonna request too much from it. Just a few more points. And that's going to be slightly above the previous wick we have made.
Order filled. Order filled.
Thank you guys for joining, appreciate it. Make sure to like the video and stick with me for the giveaway. Rejection is coming in a little bit early.
Order filled.
So I don't really trust it here. I like to see it higher.
Order filled. Order filled.
Hey Matteo, how you doing, buddy? Hope you have a great Monday, everyone. We did kicked off nicely on top 1 futures, got to our target today on 7 accounts, copy traded all of them. This is the power of copy trading.
Order filled. Order filled.
We have DCA'd into the wick here, into the scandal we had. We're trading 11 minis. for the target on 1,800, putting the stop loss right below this. And then I'm going to set it on my entry. Not going to risk anything more than I should. A few extra points above the previous wick. About 3 to 4 points extra on top of the wick. That's definitely possible from the squeezing, right? Come on, guys, let's go. Pretty hard here, guys, to push without volume. We are not on the opening, so it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm out
Order
there.
filled.
Made how much? Like $70, $80. You know, we're playing this very tight. It's just a few points back and forth, right? Look at that. Probably this is going to my target, but I'm not buying back. That would be an emotional entry. And never do that, guys. Right? So you've been break even, sit down, and wait. Especially when we are speaking about a potential resistance here appearing from the trending line, it could be a potential top. We might see a red candlestick like that, and then for me, dealing with large sizes is definitely not going to be good for my strategy. That's why I cannot do any emotional entry here. Have to accept to be break even in a trade that is very likely to get to the upside. Thank you guys, appreciate it for joining. Do not forget, make sure to like the video. Join our Discord as well. An interesting limit order short would be around 83, 84, 85. So we could just wick into that space and then reverse. At the same time, if we break out here and we don't reverse, I get burned, so still have to wait a little more here for this trade. Exactly. We learn pretty quickly. Look at this. We learn pretty quickly, right? This way maybe it's more visible. And this is intraday drawdown. So it's not affecting my trading at all, intraday drawdown. If you look at the balance and the maximum loss limit, I have the same drawdown right now compared to the time I purchased the account. So, not getting affected at all by intraday. It's the same $6,000 drawdown. It's the same like I would trade an end of the day, right? It's the same. I have the same drawdown. There's a lot of the risk to get into this long positions here, especially with my sizes and my strategy, because I could get at any point this kind of retracements. Look at that. So that kind of retracements there with those red candles, that I haven't circled, if you're doing it on 10 contracts, each point is $200. And that's 15 points right there. So that's $3,000 unrealized loss. Meanwhile, the market is going to the upside. And you're longing, you can easily have 10, 15, 20 points temporary retracement. So by buying the tops like this, you're exposing yourself to such risk. Look at that. If you're speaking about Simpro, the Simpro account in your first trading cycle, the maximum loss limit is only going to stop trailing once you hit your payout and you request your payout. So only when you request your payout. This is with the Simpro intraday. It's not the end of the day drawdown model. It's the Simpro. You know, the accounts that are no longer available right now. For a period of time, they're going to be available, but they're missing from here, guys. This is the place we had the Simpro at 292. You know, we've been talking about them. They're missing right now. They're going to be back, I've been told, on 24th or 25th, depends. 24th or 25th, they're going to be back. Now, on Simpro, you're only going to get your intraday drawdown locked at the payout request time. So, when I request my payout, that's the only time my intraday maximum loss is going to stop. And this is with the first payout. Whatever happens next is going to be locked at my original balance plus 100. Right, so I'm going to have a much bigger drawdown. But I need to get to the payout and I need to request that. How much more do I have to make in order to withdraw? Need to do the math for that. Because, and you can quickly do the math, guys. I'm going to share with you the numbers here. I have 1,635. 1,635, that's the biggest loss. You can put 1,636, right? And then the biggest winning here is 1,176. 1,176. Totally $2,812. Now this $2,812 should not worth more than 30% of the total balance I'm going to have at withdrawal. So make this 2,812 not to be worth more than 30%. And then you discover how much money, you know, there's also a way, there's multiple ways of calculating. There's the official formula, but we have this 2,812, and we put it this way, 2,812, this is a percentage calculator. Is what percent of 9,500, for example? It's 29.59%, so I'm fine with 9,500 because it's below 30. Maybe even with 9,400, yes, even with 9,400, I'm going to be fine. Maybe even 9,380, yes, I'm still fine with that one. Right, so 9,380, let me just make this that way so you see the number is bigger. 9,380, I produced that, I'm able to cash out $3,500. Which means 9,380 minus 7,235, that's what I have right now. I still need to do $2,145. 2,145 is needed, and that's actually 2 days. And we're going for 7 accounts at 3,500. It's not bad. Let me get back to your questions, guys. So, good day, everyone. Good day, guys. 2,000 more, a little less, yeah. Yeah, that's 3,500 times 7 is $24,500. But I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna show you tomorrow on the live stream. I'm gonna do something, and you will see how we can be more defensive and how we can increase our chances to secure payouts, which are the ways we can manage the accounts when we're in such situations to increase the chances for payouts. There's ways right now I can increase my chances for the payouts, or there is ways that I could apply and decrease my chances for the payouts. So tomorrow and the other day as well, when Tuesday and Wednesday, we are gonna do this on live, and you will be able to see things. Look at that. We are going for the breakout here. When it comes down to the trending line, let me teach you something. The trending line has two possibilities: to follow basically a squeezed form of representation, which means that you want to go as deeply, as close as possible to your charts, and then you're connecting basically the wicks with the body of the candlesticks. Or you have the other version that's still reliable. You want to do wick to wick, the ultimate level, the farthest level, basically, the maximum limit. That's also the possibility. So professionally, you would have to do both and see where you get the reaction. The ultimate one is here. You could get a reaction of rejection at this level, and then it would be justified because it's from that trending line, certainly. So you should not consider and underestimate that when you're working live with trending lines, you definitely want to make sure that you are covering also wick-to-wick connections. So why is this prop firms make everything so complicated? It's because they have to make money. Right, 905, that's kind of where the resistance trending line is going to be. They have to make money, and they're making money from sales. So if people lose their accounts, they're making profits, they're making money. That's the business. Thank you, guys, for the great words. Appreciate it. Exactly, life goes on with crypto. I just saw your message. Intraday is a different game. It's working with my style, with the way I like to trade. And with the way I have adapted to that one, it's not going to work with the end of the day strategies, certainly not. Because then you lose your intraday quite easily with those strategies. It's reducing your drawdown if you're applying those type of trading where you hold your positions for longer times. Zero Cool Tap 1 Futures is paying you right now 3,500. Ticktick Trader for the same account is paying you 2,400. Right, so there's a big difference in the payout. Big difference in the payout. Of course, there is the 90 to 10 split on the top one. It's still 3,150. It's a bigger payout. Then, how much money you have to do to get paid is also where top one is still better, at 6% of the target. Meanwhile, Ticktick Trader, it requires you to make more than 6%, because on Ticktick Trader, your safety net is at 6%, and you can only withdraw above the safety net. Right, so you have to make money above that 6%, and only what is above the 6% is possible to be cashed out. these are two major things that are very important: the payout value and the payout level. This is why, exactly correct, 160,500. For Ticktick Trader, you have a maximum of 3,000, and then it's 80 to 20 split. So you get basically 600 cutoff, and that's 2,400 in your pocket. It's 80 to 20 split on all the payouts. So I'm using it basically as a secondary grade option, of course. I've been with them for a while already. We're breaking above here. What's happening? We don't have too much coming in from the lower trending line, so we're definitely going to eliminate it. It's not responsive. This is how usually I translate things. If a line is not going to be responsive, simply I'm wiping it out. But there is a temporary support we had here, which I don't want to underestimate, that we could convert this into resistance right now. So I don't want to underestimate the possibility here of seeing a minor retracement. Good job, guys. Make sure to join my Discord, especially for the giveaway. And like the video, don't forget about it. Let's go, guys, come on. Let me ask you a question in the pool. 950, do we break out of that 950? Let me ask you the question here. So, let me know, what do you guys think about? Do we break 950s today? What do you think about it? The question is in the chat. Cheers, everyone. Yes, you can ask me.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Selling 3 contracts there.
Order filled.
Beautiful. And I'm
Order
fully
filled.
out. $365 profit. That's good. Quick scalp. You can ask me any questions exactly on the crypto. Don't worry about it. 64% so far. Consider we're going to break 950s. This is very interesting, guys, because any red candlesticks you bought here is giving you possibility for profit. But you know this is usually ending up pretty badly for the ones that are chasing this price action. Most of the time this is ending pretty badly, not always. This is why I'm not chasing at all. I'm pretty much reducing a lot by increasing the size of the contracts. I'm reducing the time spent in the markets. The more time you spend by being in a long for such situation, for me, the more dangerous it is. So as a consequence, I actually increase the size of the contracts, and then I'm making my money in less time. This is the candle I've been talking about. This is the situation. You get wiped out if you're chasing. There you go.
Order filled.
I got in a quick short here. I'm going to respond to your crypto question very soon. I like to see what can I do out of this situation here. Beautiful, guys. Break even on the stop loss. Let's take this a little bit lower. I'm gonna trail right behind this candle.
Order filled.
We got sucked out in profit there. It's still fine. 565 totally. Yep. Elevator. Now, if you have transferred on the USDC on the Ethereum chain, in a USDT Ethereum address, two different cryptocurrencies there, that's the problem. First things first, you want to verify, because some companies do have this option. You want to verify if they have the same deposit address for USDC Ethereum and USDT Ethereum. They might have the same deposit address, and then it should credit. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, guys. Hey, how's it going? We are having some great numbers. Top 1 futures, 7 out of 7. Total profit, $1,092. copy traded, we are needing around $2,000 extra, and we're going for the payout on 7 accounts. This is intraday, guys. Simpro intraday accounts. So that's one thing, Yannick. The next thing is you can verify from the wallet you have sent. Depends which wallet did you use to send your cryptocurrency. There are wallets and there are possibilities that your crypto is going to be returned to the address you have sent it, right? So to the sender, and you're the sender. The crypto could be returned to that address. This is also a version. Some blockchains are returning cryptocurrencies that are sent wrong. So you can also verify Kraken, right? So you have to reach out to Kraken, to their support. And you have to tell them that you have sent it to a wrong address and it has not been received on that address, of course, so the blockchain probably did not mine your transaction. Your transaction has not been completed, in other words, because it's not possible to be completed in that way. Therefore, the funds should have been returned. And you need to ask them to credit those funds in your account. So you give them your transaction ID, which is discoverable in your account. You go at your withdrawal, and you will see your withdrawal ID, like a transaction ID from the blockchain, and then you show them the transaction has not been made. So you are asking to credit your funds back in the account. This is one possibility also you can do. Request them to credit. It's an interesting 5-minute rejection here appearing. Completed by the bulls against the bears. Right, so that's still intact. The energy is right there. We have about 16 minutes to go for the US opening. Good morning, everyone. You're welcome, buddy. Thank you guys for joining on the stream. We're having a great time here. Especially we're getting close to the giveaway. Hello, hey. Still want to make some more money here in this account. If there is anything to be made, of course, I'm not going to chase the desire. Welcome, guys. Hello, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good evening. Good afternoon. Make sure to like the video. We're preparing for the giveaway. And, of course, make sure to join my Discord. Maximum discount coupon code is Scramble. Pretty much everywhere you can utilize it.
Order filled.
Let me see if we get a spot here to short the market with a stop loss above the first wick we have. All the way back into the 62 is what I'm searching here. Putting my stop loss right above the current candle. Playing this one very tight. if it breaks above, probably would have touched my other stop loss that I had earlier. So it's no point leaving that room. Hey, morning now. Stop loss right above the current candle. Right on my entry right now.
Order filled.
You know, it's fine. It's hard to make money from shorts during these conditions. Look at that. Probably this is going to go for the upside. By the way, the price section looks here on the 5-minute. We had fireworks today. We only had fireworks. It's pretty much profit everywhere.
Order filled.
I don't think this rejection here is sufficient. I think we're breaking above, guys.
Order filled. Order filled.
Let's go, guys. Stop loss is going to be right below. This is not needed to reverse in case it does. Look at that.
Order filled.
It did reverse, so we failed to break above the 90s right now. Was a good opportunity there for a liquidity sweep. Not at this time. 5 minutes still looks good. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. Hope you have an amazing day and hope you had an amazing weekend. We got the manufacturing PMI and services PMI today. They're coming out in about 25 minutes. This is what we have scheduled for the week. Major news. Final GDP expected on minus. It's going to be very interesting how that the markets will accept that. Do we get the 82 confirming again? 84, 85?
Order filled.
Testing out along here. It's interesting how this 1 minute buying pressure stepped in. We got 7 minutes to go. Volatility is going to explode. Welcome, Gunner.
Order filled. Order filled.
We have DCA'd a little more. And it looks interesting, right? I'm going for the resistance line of the trend right there, in case we follow through.
Order filled. Order filled.
We have DCA'd into this. Let's see if it's the time that we're actually searching for. Hold on, guys. This is going to be interesting. Obviously, if we reject this once again here, I'm gonna be out. Putting my stop loss right there, 145 bucks loss. I'm gonna accept that in exchange of 1,955 profit. Actually
Order
sold
filled.
3 contracts.
Order filled.
Yep. Probably we have to wait for the opening. Oh, there's not sufficient strength right now to deliver anything above the 90s. As soon as we get down into the 70s, the buying pressure is real. Careful with the minis on the opening. Today it's going to be massive volatility as I'm expecting. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure to like the video. Some amazing numbers for the top 1 futures accounts. 7 accounts copy traded. Sim Pro with intraday. 1,092. $2,000 away from the payout on all of them. $945 exactly. Hey, Quantum. $945 we have the manufacturing PMI and services PMI. There's two levels for the downside. 840s, 810, 775 right there. Really interested to see how does the US market is going to react, especially seeing what happened during the weekend. Closing out green on a such Monday would be totally unexpected as a general approach, but then of course the markets are having a different word. Look at that, guys. Yes, the 55% ended for the moment. We don't know when it's going to resume. Right now the accounts are 359 the end of the day. The 55% ones were at 292. So this is around $70 extra. But this is end of the day. This is not intraday. The intraday accounts are right now paused, as you can see on their website. Let me just share with you the link, guys. The intraday for the moment are paused. They're going to resume. I've been told they're going to resume this week. All right, buddy. You have to relax, right? We have 1 minute to go. "30 seconds, guys. This is very interesting. Two seconds to go. Where is the opening? Here's the opening bell, everyone. And we're getting pressured. We are getting pressured into the 200 EMA. Yeah, obviously we don't have to overreact.
Order filled. Order filled.
It's dumping more. It's dumping more. Very risky, what I did, of course. Very risky. It was pretty early. We got into the daily. easily and nicely slide further. $7.90s, $7.70s. No, not trading that.
Order filled.
It's an interesting point here to continue with a movement down, shorting the markets a little. All the way to 790s. I'm out.
Order filled.
We got into the 800s, but we quickly recovered on that one. Quickly recovering. Look at this 5-minute candle on the opening. $7.75.
Order filled. Order filled.
This is Ticktick Trader where I can do microscoping.
Order filled.
We're shorting this one back.
Order
I'm out.
filled.
Beautiful. There's a possibility here to see a temporary reaction, but I would not force it at all. We've recovered from the loss we had here. Looks like it wants to break below. We don't know how deep this is going to be and how powerful the bullish reaction is also going to be, guys. So I think we have today quite strong movements in both directions, right? So there's not going to be a lot of choppiness. There's going to be strong directional movements. That daily opening right there, 647, should not be underestimated. Certainly. Yeah, we got news in 11 minutes.
Order filled.
Got into a little long here. I'm
Order
out.
filled.
It's fine. We put the account on profit. We could see that 795 holding, right? Depends how this 15-minute candle is going to work around. So you see if you're accepting a loss of, 1,500 or 1,200, 1,600, whatever, this is an amount of money that can be recovered. It's certainly an amount of money that can be recovered. It's not something that should scare you away. Especially if you are recognizing the mistake in a rational way and you're not going to be emotional about your next trade in a form of revenging or hunting and running a FOMO. Definitely not. Look at this 15-minute rejection. It's pretty much hard to say that the markets are bearish here. And this is clearly expected from the price that we have not seen any major explosion on the gold, right? So futures gold are still sitting below 400s, below the daily opening. We haven't seen them pumping since the opening, right? Look at this whole thing. Wow. This might get all the way back to 869, fellas. Just like Miracle said. Could reverse right now. You know, my entry was down there on 780s. But I was afraid of some more zigzag here in the bottom, right? Some liquidity grab, some kind of a structure. And then you are longing this portion here. If you're not getting it, you're just holding on. Look at that 15-minute candle. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bitcoin got back onto the daily opening where it finds support. It's going to be a bullish day and possibly a bullish week out there, even though it's really confusing. We're having the giveaway coming out soon. Make sure to like the video, everyone. Be subscribed to my channel. We're streaming from Monday to Friday. You want to catch the giveaway. We got the news 9:45. So in about 7 minutes, 6 minutes. And after the news, we're gonna look at this crazy candle. Wow. What a crazy opening. %61% considered that we're gonna break above 950s today. 61% of you. So anything here in this specific level right now, in the box I just made right there, any price action movement there, if we get it, is going to be bought up, right? I don't know if we get that. Less likely to get it, of course, but let's see. It's an interesting level to short here, that's correct. Especially it's the level with the opening. 869, 870s. Even for a little movement back into the 30s, back into the 20s. The only problem shorting right now is that in a highly uncertain moment, markets are totally wild. So look at this. Boom. Should not be excluded. That movement right there, all the way into 920s, all the way into the liquidity of the wicks that we have here. With the crazy markets, you kind of have to expect crazy things and possible crazy things. Let's put it that way. So with the candle we had earlier, I was looking for seeing to touch the daily opening, 648. There's no way. All the way back. It's crazy. Let's look into the 5-minute candlestick. Look at this, guys. We're having the news in about 3 minutes, so careful everyone with the volume, with the numbers. We had a really pleasurable day. Producing profits pretty much everywhere.
Order filled.
Let's see if we grab that squeezing above 69, above the New York opening. You know, I'm not going to request too much from the trade. Stop losses on my entry. That's all I want to see. 874. Let's go, guys. Come on. We're break even. 874.
Order filled.
No. Not at this time. So for the top one futures, you have it at 6% payout, which is $9,000. So you made $3,000 so far. Look at that. Just earlier, they wiped me out. Got back to my break-even point, and now it's going where I have my target. That's the way. Yeah, the payout is at 6%, so the maximum you can do in a day, you divide 9,000, divide it to 5, and that's the maximum value, 1,800. You can make it all the way up to 1,800 if you want. You know, careful, Shivam. You gotta be careful with that. Now, if we got so close to the breakout level here, guys, don't you think we're going for the liquidity above? Look at this. So we just brought it up here all the way to the point where lots of liquidity is hiding above this 900s. Do we have the news? It's still pending. Look at that. It's still pending. 52 higher than expected. Manufacturing PMI came in higher than expected. And then the services PMI came in pretty much close to what has been expected, but still higher. Very interesting, guys. We're speaking about the level of a diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry, and at the same time based on the services industry. Right, so higher than expected. It's not bad.
Order filled.
Backing along here. We're not going to get any liquidity above this 900s. This is not looking good.
Order filled.
If it's not reacting, there you go. You have a form of reaction. Stop loss has to be below. There's nothing I could do about it. I don't like this volatility, honestly. Let's go, guys. We had bullish news. Gold is up. The stock market is up. Bitcoin is going up. What else do you want, guys? Stop loss is going to be on my entry here. Very likely to get triggered if any volatility down, but we're having a beautiful target above 900s. I've been hunting that since we started the stream to break above this trending line. So let's go for it right now. Let's not be extra cautious. Let's not be afraid to hold a position here. All in short, Ricardo. You are all in short. I'm gonna be out here. I'm
Order
out
filled.
there. I'm fine. $1,445. Beautiful, guys. Where are the fireworks? Boom. Not sure about the activation if you have to verify that. Have not been dealing with challenge accounts at all. Good morning, welcome everyone, yeah. The trade and the whole day has been amazing, guys. The whole day here. 1,445. Look at the stats here, it's crazy on this account. Look at the stats there. Thank you guys, appreciate it. It's going. It's going. But the important stats are here. On my top 1 futures Sim Pro accounts. This is the place with the important stats. This is the one, guys. Bread and butter right there. You always need your first day to be losing with any fresh account. Your first day needs to be a loss. And I'm assuming you know why. It's much better to have the first day as a loss than the last day. This is a sim funded. It's 7 copy traded accounts. It's 7 of them right there. So it's much better to have the first day on minus instead of having the last day. Much better. Beautiful, guys. So guess what's coming next? Guess what's coming next? Guess what's coming next, guys? Everyone needs to listen to the rules. Don't write anything. Wait for the rules. Number 1 thing you gotta do, make sure to subscribe to the video. Like the video, actually. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the video, everyone. Come on, guys. Let's go ahead and like the video. This is the number 1 condition to be part of the giveaway. $25,000. Top 1 futures. Instant sim funded. End of the day sim funded account. The second thing, be subscribed to my YouTube channel. Click the notification bell. We're streaming from Monday to Friday every day. 8 a.m. EST time. We're getting started. We're doing giveaways. Do not write anything, guys. Wait. Do not write. I'll tell you when to get started. You have to be part of my Discord. You have to be part of my Discord to participate. And another thing, only 1 guess per person. Do not write multiple guesses. Only a single guess per person. Between 0 and 5. Prepare and let's go. Good luck, guys. I'm gonna shuffle the wheel quite soon. Zero to 5. Good luck, guys. Only one guess per person. Do not guess multiple times. And you don't have to write your number 200 times. Make sure to like the video, guys, if you join late. The end is right there. The end is right there in the chat. Look at that. We have someone writing all the numbers excluding 0. Someone is guessing all the numbers excluding 0. Beautiful, guys. So, I'm gonna spin the wheel. Now let me take away all the other messages out here and get ready. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, chat. Exactly. Beautiful. That's gonna be 0 or 5. It's not gonna be 4. We move to 5. Do we stay on that one? Yeah, that's 100% 5. There you go. This is a pretty popular number out there. Number 5 is the winner. Getting to the duck race. In the meantime, Badger is helping us with the list. Here is it, guys. 55 winners. Look at that one. 55 winners. Unique names, unique numbers. 55 fellas on the list for today's duck race. You guys are going to compete for 3 minutes. Right? This is a huge competition out there. 3 minutes. Gonna shuffle the characters a few times. What a crowded area. Look at that waters there. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, chat. Yeah. Thank you, Badger. Thank you for helping us, Badger. We got tons of people at 5. 3 minutes? Not gonna be easy. Look at that. Someone with a number 22, the pink one right there, is someone is having scramble here. Someone is right there dominating with my name. And I'm not playing this game, guys. What's happening? Pretty hard to see yourselves, guys. Pretty hard. You're dominating. Look at that. Look at the Batman. And there's somebody speeding up right now. But no one is crossing this line here, right? Let's go. You're here, 53, JMO Trader. On the left side down, 53, construction worker. Look at that. Down, down, 53. Down in the bottom. We have ducks here that you're not able to see, guys. They're on the left side, 4 away. They need another minute, right? Look at you just have the ability to see Trump right there. Last 20 seconds, very important, guys. Look at that. Who's going to speed up? Who's going to speed up? Come on. Let's go, guys. Come on. Who's going to speed up? 10 seconds. Who's going to take the lead? Favor number 32. Is that the winner? Favor number 32 is actually the winner. Wow. Let's go for the fireworks. This is a $25,000 instant funding account. Make sure to reach out to me on direct message on Discord. Congratulations, fireworks bust right there. Thank you guys once again. It was a great day, honestly. It was a difficult day in trading as I've been expecting, but we've made profit all the way and we got back-to-back profits. So that is the most important part. Thank you guys once again for watching, for being with me here. We are looking forward tomorrow with 2 giveaways. Tomorrow we're going to have 2. Keep that in mind. Thank you once again. Looking forward to it. Have a beautiful day. Relax. Be careful.